I'll put 2 in. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That is what we will do. If we can, I'd like to get 2 exosuits today. I think that's maybe what I'll use, that extra oxygen pipe down the middle of the base. I might run some oxygen for exosuits. I think that'll be good. So what I'm going to do whilst I'm waiting for him to do that. Knock this out for me. I've got a tiny bit of hydrogen stuck in these pipes, which means that only one of my pumps is firing. And because I've not got any sort of... in fact, rather than doing that, rather than knocking it out, let me just put in if I can switch for now. Just do that. Just so I can toggle this off, on and off, just momentarily. Go, go, go. Come on. Do the thing. There we go. So that should let this tiny little smidgen of hydrogen out of there. And then we can turn that back on. Cool. Right. So, what I want to do now, probably need to rip all this crap out. So we'll take a little ladder and go up here. All this stuff needs to go. That's to go. Okay. So you're now emptied. Let's just fix this shiz. Bases. I don't like that these fucking tanks are in base. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. If I want a liquid pipe, a liquid tank, I'm in plumbing. If I want a gas tank, I'm in gas. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Boop. And then you're just going to come to that. Oops. Nice. Okay. So that should get us sorted then, hopefully. Excellent. Okay, so before I plan this out, is there any debris or anything in my way on either side? This is going to be where my super ranches are going to be, I think. And then it'll drop down to this point. This will be where the tank of water is at the very bottom. A couple of sweeper arms in here, collecting all the stuff. I think that'll be nice. I think that'll be real nice. Stuff, exactly. It's all stuff. Stuff and things. Right, is this bastard ready to go? This one's still erupting too much. I can't really do all that much about, really. Let me put a liquid lock in here. Let me do that. Let's get rid of all this crap. Oh. Who was leveled up? Sorry. Rowan. The sexy nurseman. Oh wait, we've got many Rowans. How many Rowans do we have? What the hell? I can't do mining. Okay. Not Rowan. What is that? We are Venom. Oh, I see. Right. Do any of you have any of you seen it yet? And also, are all the terrible reviews it's getting legit? Because I was kind of not excited for that film, but I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to be the death of Tom Hardy. Do you know what I mean? It's getting a lot of negative reviews, that film. A lot of negatives. Reviews I've heard have been mixed, some terrible, some good. Yeah. It's worrying. Because, like, if I remember rightly, Venom and Carnage and Carnage's children, because Carnage, doesn't he have kids, and they're like, his kids are super badasses as well, and then he kills Carnage, goes on a rampage. I'm sure Carnage is one of like the super powerful dudes. Like the Venom storyline, if I remember rightly, is pretty gnarly. Yeah, we can rip all this crap out and we move the system as well. Don't know what we'll put in here. Something cool. Something cool. It's going to be a monster base this one we're done, I think. Oh. I'm going to do this with a priority 9 just so I don't have the commands outstanding. This shouldn't take very long at all. So I'll just get everybody to just smash this quickly. So it's another load of build commands that aren't ready to go. Because what normally lags out a game a little bit is when you've got things planned out that are totally unreachable. So we'll get this done now. And then I'll sort of systematically go through things one at a time, I think. Most of my knowledge comes through the filter of Spider-Man. I don't know much about Carnage independent exploits. 100 player demands your attention with a bold, imposing stance. Was it hands on hips and groin in front of the chin, 100? Is that what you were going for? Was it a protruding groin stance? I like those, they're the best. Checks to make sure 100 is wearing pants. That is the only stance. Yes, excellent. That's what I like to see. I like the cut of your jib, is what I'm saying. Shit. Yeah, I only know because I went on a massive... You know when you like... I think it was when Deadpool first came out and I was like, tell me more about Cable. Or it might have been one of the X-Men's. It might have been... I think I got into like Cable's story through Apocalypse and all that stuff. You know, you go on these fucking rampages on YouTube of like, now I'm going to look at every origin story of everyone ever. And then it becomes like the most powerful X-Man ever. The most powerful ones ever. This one's the most powerful. No, this one is most powerful because of this. So I went on one of those, and Carnage came up, I think, as one of the top guys. Venom was always a difficult character in the comic books. Translating any comic to a movie is a serious ball. Like, yeah, totally. It's like anything. It's like adapting anything that has a massive following. You're always going to not conform to 90% of people's views, are you? Fucking fly. Go away. I swatted him. He's gone. You know, there's always going to be 90% of the people there that are like, this isn't how I imagined it. This sucks. So I think that's always a thing. Okay, hydrogen's backing up quite heavily. So this will be the next job we do. Just a quick hydrogen tank. Shouldn't take long. I could just run a little circuit down here for this. I might do that. Just to get some chlorine going in here. I can rip out this crap as well. Deconstruct buildings. Is there any automation here? Yeah, there is. Get rid of this as well. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay, get to it, you sons of bitches. Once this is done, we'll just seal this up, basically, and forget about it. We're probably not going to need chlorine anytime soon once this is done, so... Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Lovely. Meanwhile, has this started erupting yet? 3 cycles. That's a lot of pipe. That's a lot of pipe. Ruby. Got loads that are about to level up as well. So I'm hoping we start making some more food as well soon, because we let the food drop from like 1,000,000 calories to nothing. This is not a very big mushroom farm for the amount of dupes that we've got, by the way, so we're going to have to start looking at different foods as well, which is kind of why I want to get the critters online, because we get a supply of meat and eggs and all that good stuff. Oh, TCO! Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the bits. Thanks, buddy. Still planning to see the movie. Yeah, totally. I'll definitely watch it because I love Tom Hardy. But it's just, I don't know. There's nothing worse than a bad comic book film. Personally. Okay, you just pump. Go, go, go. Last film you saw in the cinema was Nosferatu in 1922. I was only 85. Fair enough. That was before the invention of popcorn, wasn't it? Back then you just used to chew on wood chips. Wood chips and hen's feet, I think. X-Men used to be about teamwork, intelligence, tactics, logic. The movie slowly changed into, if you believe hard enough and wish upon a star. Yeah. I'll tell you what was fucking good, right? And some people may not agree with me. The last Wolverine film. Holy shit. The old man Patrick Stewart. Fucking... If that doesn't bring a little tear to your tiny eyes. Honestly, I really enjoyed that film. And the ferocity of the young girl as well. I like that one. But saying that, I really like the last X-Men. And people fucking slated that. Because I really like the whole Phoenix and Dark Phoenix storyline. Like, I'm not massive into comic books, by the way. I'm not, like, proper read up on comic books. But I really like certain storylines. And Phoenix was always a badass. You just chew on unpopped corn. And light a fire under your chin. Is that what you used to do back in 1922? I'm pretty sure that's what they did. I'm pretty... Oh, fuck's sake. Pretty sure that's what you did. X3 or Apocalypse? Oh, which was X3? I mean the one with the Apocalypse. Which was X3? Am I a film behind? Am I an idiot? Do I need this? I don't think we need this. This will be fine. This is fine. This is dormant for fucking ages anyway. So that's that done. We can forget about this now. That's another job out the way. I need to get this done, but then again I also need to get this pipe finished. So Operation Speedy Pipe is the next super focus. In fact, I'll do it with an 8 rather than 9. Because, you know, reasons. I'll do that as well. We'll get this done, and then I can at least start collecting some more natural gas. It seems daft not to get this in. Although I've not fully figured out how I'm going to get it there. Probably this way. So I want this done as well. Lovely. Right, we have more jobs mastered. Many jobs. Which will be Ren. Oop. Marie. What the fuck do you want to do, Marie? What do you want to do? What do you want to be, Marie? If you wish upon a star, you want to be a farmer? Sure. Let's get Ari going as well. Lovely. X3 is the original trilogy. Magneto rips out the Golden Gate Bridge to get his mutant army to Alcatraz. Oh shit, yeah. No, I mean the most recent X-Men film, if you like. I think it is Apocalypse, isn't it? New movie coming out. It's just called Dark Phoenix, like the Logan titular title of the reboots. Yeah, I really like Sansa Stark. I don't know her name, but I thought she played a really fucking good Phoenix. But that film got slated. A lot of people did not like that film. I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I like a film that can give you the old goosebumpy hair standing on end feeling, and that gave me a couple. I liked it. I approve of this film. The lag is real. The lag is real. Right, are you emptied now? You are. Fucking sweet. Let's get you gone. And then all we need to do is run this pipe to there. We can rip out all this crap. This will be lovely. Lovely. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just get rid of all the pipe. Liquid pipes. Go away. Go away. And this is just done with igneous, I think, isn't it? Oh, it's granite. What the fuck? Wow. Wow. This doesn't really matter, because it's water that's going to be warmed up, chilled again anyway, so I'm just going to do these with igneous. That is fine. I'll just connect this up quickly, and we'll make sure that this bridge gets ripped out immediately as well. And that should sort that out. Good. Oh shit, I need power down here as well. I'm probably going to just slap in a coal gen or something for now, just to get this going. Logan was a genuinely good film, not just a guilty pleasure. Yeah, totally. I liked it. Apocalypse ended up being a bit disappointing as a villain. Yeah. All they had to do was switch bodies with Xavier before making his global announcement, and he wins easily. Yeah, I know. But listen, you can't fault a film. You can't fault a comic book film for anything to do with timelines or anything, can you? You know, it's the old thing about time travel. As soon as time travel's in any comic book, people are like, oh, that's shit. What a cop-out. But sometimes you need these cop-outs to work with the viewing experience. You can apply that to anything that has any form of time travel. Oh, why didn't he just do it in the first place? Why didn't he just go back to the past and stop everything from happening ever? Oh my god. I think that applies in everything, but I do get what you mean. There's always plot holes in it, isn't there? It's just the nature of the beast. I don't think I've ever watched any comic book film ever where there's not been like a glaring plot hole of, oh, why didn't he just do this? Or why didn't she just do this? Like, they always exist. But you can't let that ruin your experience. Just wait for the Avengers 4. Oh. Well, don't smile. I enjoyed the Avengers. It made me very sad, spoiler alert, when Chris Pratt turns to Dust Man. Because I like Chris Pratt a lot. But there's one straight for you. Fucking Thor. I mean, I don't want to say too much. I mean, it's an old film now, technically. Well, I say old. It's been out for a while. It's been out for a good while. That's got one of the biggest plot holes in it. I mean, come on. It's got fucking Doctor Strange in it. He fucks everything up. Accepting how incredibly achingly dumb superheroes are as a genre allows for more enjoyment. Exactly. Exactly. That is my stance on it as well. Alright. This hydrogen is the problem. But I do want natural gas. I'm sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the minute. I want two things at equal levels. I want to sort this hydrogen. And I want to get this natural gas. We'll just get the natural gas first. It's only a bit of pipe. It's not a big deal. We'll just run this pipe. It's not even insulated pipe. I'm just running normal basic bitch pipe. This can just go up here. And this can go into this side maybe. Schwep. Like so. Doesn't have to do with time travel. I meant he has Xavier captured and is going to switch bodies with him, but he has Xavier broadcast his message to the world before he takes his body to the temple for exchange. He just gets that done first, then gets rid of all the nukes. Then Xavier never gets the chance to tell Jean Grey where they're going. So you mean with the benefit of hindsight, you made the wrong decision? Is that what you're saying, nerd? With the benefit of hindsight, not knowing the future, he made the wrong decision. Hey life, my life is miserable at the moment. Good, everything from fever to shits to headache. Better not kill a dupe today, you can't take it. Oh, warfare! Jesus! There's nothing worse than a heavy bout of the shits. Fucking hell, bud. What's going on? What's wrong? What's happened? Did you eat a bad fish? I've heard that's good for the shits. Did you eat and bad fish? Oh, sweet. Sweet. This is going good. So we've nearly emptied some of these tanks, which means that we've basically processed a lot of this stuff. Things are still working lovely. They've warmed up a lot, obviously, but that's fine. They're going to have big periods of inactivity once they've done the majority of this stuff, or once they can't move any more liquid. So that is nice. Very good. We'll tidy up some of this janky piping and stuff later as well, but for now, this is just fine. This is fine. Base is fully oxygenated, which means this is going to overpressurize in a minute, which honestly isn't a bad thing, really. We have many oxygens. And we should also have power backed up as well, which is nice. Things are good. Taking a nice step forward. Things are actually on track again. We'll just cancel you. Pipe is nearly done. Then we just need to slap in a quick coal gen or something down here. And that'll be it. Consider a playthrough where you can't use any overpressurization, glitches, or water locks. I've done it before, never before. Every playthrough that we used to do, like when I first started streaming on E, I didn't use any exploits, not a single one, not one. I would just build big fucking tanks, and like the bottom third of the map would be my polluted water tank. The upper, abyssalite area would be my clean water tank. That's what I used to do. To be honest, it's such a time-consuming ball ache when you want to move something. It's why I started using overpressurized tanks, because they're compact. And it basically reduces a lot of time spent just fucking about. So yeah, I do hear you. I do know a lot of people don't like the exploits, but I only use a couple that make it a bit easier to stream the game, honestly. Because you don't want to sit here watching me painstakingly build a 2-tile thick tank, the size of fucking half the third of the bottom of the map or something. You don't want that. I'm telling you now, you don't want that. You think you do, but you don't. Because I've done it and people didn't like it. So yeah. We'll do the power gen here. So they don't have to come down to so much carbon dioxide then. Bang. So this can now be turned off for now. No one should go in there. I'll probably run a wire down here eventually, by the way, but for now we will just do a bit of this. We'll have and coal gen, smart battery, check. Coal gen, check. Lovely. There we go. You're like a radiator at the moment. Cold stuff goes in the top and leaves hot after 10 minutes. Fucking hell, warfare. That's such a graphic way of putting it. Oh fuck. But I know what you mean, mate. There's nothing worse. Fuck. Goes in hot, comes out the bottom. It goes in cold, comes out hot. Move! Stop standing here. Fucking hypothermia epidemic. Just build this. Dicking about. Stop it! You don't need to be down here. Now you're fucking trapped. You're an idiot. Let's just do this with a 9, this with a 9, this with a 9. If we can dig this quickly, she might not get as much hypothermia as well. Oh, Mima! Pish. There we go. Maybe she'll be okay for a second. Nope. Just went over here for some reason. Mima. Get the fuck out of the fucking hypothermia. Always with the hypothermia. Always with the hypothermia. And a boop. Right, I think this build is clean in here. There's no polluted oxygen, I don't think. So for now, that's fine. I have only got the one Wheezewort in here, so I don't know if this is going to overheat. I might have to try and get another Wheezewort at some point, but I am very short on them, is the only problem. Oh, for fuck's sake. What's happened to Nicola? Look at Nicola. Don't sleep there! Get out! Very good. Okay. Let's just put this down to like 90... 20. Bang that to a 9. Then we have some power. Who's suffocating? What? It's fucking... You've got you into the groove. How I earned this nom de guerre. What's that? Sorry, nerd. Oh, sorry. I've not read a lot of the chat. Seriously, I need displayed powers. If you can flex a little bit, the X-Men should never have won. Yeah, totally. I get that. I was thinking in regards to gases, not being able to supercompress hydrogen, chlorine, and CO2 would add a layer of difficulty. Yeah. In the past, what we used to do was liquefy them. I mean, basically, what I'm sort of getting at here is, I can do this stuff. We have done it. I used to liquefy chlorine, CO2 before Slicksters existed, so that I could not have a massive backlog of CO2. I used to liquefy it or solidify it. These are not tricky things to do. These are things that you can all do very easily, and I have got videos on how to do them on YouTube, so I kind of just don't do them again. It's more now a means to the end of getting towards rocketry and stuff. That's kind of what we're doing here. Getting a big stable base so that we've got the production to really smash stuff for space. That's kind of my plan. But I mean, if you look at some of the older playlists, you can see we've made massive, huge carbon dioxide pits and really compact little freezing builds, and used to use Weezeworts with hydrogen chambers and then funnel our chlorine and CO2 down and make it rain, and we've done all sorts of cool stuff. But you can't do the same builds in every playthrough, and I've done a lot of builds in this game, guys. You have to remember that. I have played a lot of this game. So there comes a point where it's like, let's just get some new shit. Let's get some rockets and stuff. That's kind of what I want to do at the minute. Okay. I should have done these with sedimentary, but whatever. You're active in 70 seconds. I think I timed that pretty well. We'll keep you at like 2,000 as usual. This one, meh. It's dormant in 25 cycles. I kind of want to get it done. But we need to do the hydrogen tank first. Try and do the hydrogen tank quickly and then we're on to a winner. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh yeah, we had a fucking hypothermia outbreak, didn't we? We've got 5 people down with hypothermia at the minute. That is not ideal. Many hypothermias. Many chilly boys. Okay, so we're now getting a bit more natural gas coming in, which is good. Very good. So we've got, 200 odd kilos stored. Oh, Warfare, thank you very much for the sub, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you feel better, mate. There's nothing worse than having a full-on gastroenteritis poop chute funnel system going down. It is the worst. How much fossil is there on average on the map? Stone Smile, no idea, mate. That's one of my questions at the minute. I honestly don't know. And the problem is the way that the maps are generated, it's going to vary. There's going to be a range. You might get really unlucky and have a few tons. You might get really lucky and have loads, you know. But I honestly don't know, buddy. I've been asking somebody to check and see if there's anything in the code to say what the world gen is, but... Daredevil first few episodes of Season 1, Thor Ragnarok, even Spider-Man Homecoming, what I would consider well done. I loved Thor Ragnarok. I loved it. I think I said this on stream. A lot of people groaned. I absolutely loved it. I found it hilarious, and I found it good. It's very good. But yeah, first few episodes of Season 1. Does it then get shit? For a complete bunker roof, you would need 51.2 tons of fossil. RIP. Yeah, but don't forget, I mean, you still have your eggshells as well to complement that. I mean, I do agree. It is obscene, but I mean, if you look down here, I mean, obviously we get half the mass of this fossil. So here's, 500 kilos. There's a ton. Those 4 tiles are a ton. So, I mean, I don't know if we'd have 50 tons, but there's quite a bit down here if you look. So if you strip mine your oil biome, I mean, I'm hoping we'll get a decent amount. And then, complement that with more... your farms and stuff. I mean, we've got quite a bit of fossil down here. Just, you've got to dig the bastard out, Which reminds me, we're going to try and do exosuits today as well, if we can. I'm just trying to tie up a lot of loose ends at the minute. The more stuff that we get sort of remedied, the faster the base will be later. So this is the next thing I want to do. I want to get this fire pole in, and this fire pole in. Shouldn't take a second, and then we'll do this tank up here. Because look, hydrogen. Many hydrogens. Thornrag's fantastic. I think exactly the same. I loved it. I thought it was very good. You like Daredevil, but you can't stand Matt Murdock. I don't know who that is. Fuck you, Leppy! How are you, mate? Oh, jeez. Are you fully recovered yet, Leppy? Are you alright now after you spill? Are you feeling better, bud? Okay. This doesn't need to be all that complicated. We'll just... This is the middle, isn't it? That's the middle.